So, baby, happy Monday. Let's go. Happy Monday. Nobody says that except for a trader. Happy Monday. That's how you know blessed. If you're here right now watching this stream, blessed. Let's pause that. Man, that coffee's good. All right, let's get on here. Let's open up. There. All right. This is gap down. So honestly, I'm not surprised with the gap down. This week we have a lot of we don't have a lot of news, but we have CPI and PPI this week, right? And that's going to be Tuesday and Wednesday that we have that. You can see right here CPI and then PPI, as well as unemployment claims, and then nothing really on Friday. So that's today. I'm not really expecting to take any trades. I'm expecting chop, and pre-market kind of just confirmed that because we just this whole move 689, 691, let alone opening price 693 to 689. So 680, yeah, that's a pretty big move to be made already. If we break above 691, we could go for that gap fill to 694. I think that would probably be like the only trade there if we pop above that. Anywhere in between here is going to be the NTZ. I mean, that's nothing I would want to take right there, right? It's no clean setup. All pre-market will just chop you up and you'll just lose money in between that level. So 689, 691.30 on SPY, NTZ. Below 689, you could see 687.60. It's a pretty good move. But below that, 687.6 to 685.5 would definitely be more ideal, right? So it would just be a better move. Qs chopping up, different levels for Qs than for SPY. But it'll be interesting to see as well. I think with Qs looking like that, we could see that push up to that gap fill and then drop or potentially go higher. You know, we got to be prepared for both scenarios. But downside on Qs is under 618 to then, you know, I would say at least 6. We'll move this up here. We'll go. Is this the low that day? We'll go there. We'll go to last Wednesday's lows, right? That's better. And then if it breaks that, we'll go lower. So 618 to 614.5 is still fantastic move. Right. So really, I mean, there's no reason to really watch the charts, you know, either take off or stay on. Another gap down on the video. This would all be, I mean, no trade zone anyways. I wait for above. Excuse me. I wait for above 186.70 or for the reject of 186.70 or for this reject at 183.5, right? So we could very well just open, come up, reclaim, and continue down, right? That could very well be what happens on the video. It's just going to be the first 5 minutes of the day if it does happen. We still have an hour to go anyways before the market opens, so there's no telling what pre-market's going to do. Sometimes pre-market starts making the move for us, and then the market opens, which you could follow the momentum if you wanted to. Just not always the best. It's not the biggest moves, and it's not the most calculated move, right? But this is nice. I like Tessie. Tessie for sure. 448 to 452.5 is a nice move. Um, so that's not bad at all. And everything in between here is going to be no trade zone for me. I'd probably say that was my 4 hour, I think, right? On a Sunday morning, like, oh, I don't know. Did I have this? Yeah. So this would be our no trade zone for Tesla. 435.30 to 437.9, 438, right? So just so you guys could see, the reason why is because if you look, this is chop, right? This is chop. Every time we get in this area is chop. Chop, reject. So like the other day, we could have grabbed shorts out of that because we got a nice this was a nice tweezer top, and then down probably, yeah, I would have just taken it to these lows, right? Because we have that right there. Well, if I could draw a straight line, it's like right there. But yeah, so chop, right? Wouldn't take it. But again, underneath that middle point or above that middle point, you could try. But you would got invalidated like crazy this day. Let's do below 435 to 425. That'd be a great move on Tesla. You probably see a stop at 430 with those lows. But yeah, we'll put one there. We'll put one there. Boom, boom. All right. I like it. 435. That's a $5 move. And then 448 to 452, 5, So either way, got some decent sized moves that Tesla could make for us. So Tesla is definitely top watch for today, to see if we could get something from it. And AMD, how we looking? AMD looking alright. Oh, all underneath, man. I mean, like, we could pop above this 202.6, come up to 207. That could be a possibility. But it's not really like the best. And then above, it could reject at 207, but I want this. I would like this 209 reject. Even up here, we have a lot of AMD has a lot of places that we need to fill, right? But we'll be curious to see. I mean, you see right here below 200 to 197, and then below 197 to 186.5 potentially. I mean, could do 194 and then free fall. What time was that at? 8 and then 9. So in between there. I think if we break that, we could go. So that'd be nice. Below 197.5 to 186.5 would be crazy. Oh yeah, I want that. Yeah. All right, AMD and Tesla, definitely my two favorites so far. Let me write it down so I don't forget. So, yeah. All right, Tesla, AMD, Hood. What's Hood doing? Hood. I like Hood long term still. I want Hood to drop so bad. I literally have been buying like every 10% drop. Well, from 20, yeah, it's at 25% right now discount. I bought at 33, and then I'm waiting for if we get down there, I'll throw a lot more into. Netflix is a great one. All right, we got some pretty clean levels on Netflix actually. Netflix at $89. Man, that's exactly where I said too. That's crazy. Yeah, 88. Let's get that 85 level. We're gonna add more long terms there. Boom. There we go. There we go. That's nice. That's crazy. $33% from all-time highs. $85 to 133. Wow. Wow. $70 would be nuts. That'd be nuts. We'll see what she does. We'll see what she wants to do. Brody, leave her alone. All right. So Netflix, we're just gonna watch. That's gonna be more for long terms, anyways. And then Meta. Meta, we just chilling in this range, honestly. You take below 630 to 619. Yeah. Maybe above 672 to 677. Other than that, range. Ranging. Amazon went crazy. All right, y'all. So that's really it. And that's all I got. Questions, comments, concerns? Let me see. Gotta turn this heater off. But yeah, just reach out, like, comment, share, subscribe. Can you like this live? And then see what happens today. Be patient. Patience pays, baby. Patience pays every day.